So my friends, this here is a ZLMC portable mini fan. If you look that up, those exact words on Amazon, you will most likely find this. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I just thought this was cool and wanted to kind of make a little video showing it to you guys. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to be able to put this on the back of a phone, or really any mobile device. In this case, it has a lightning cable. I guess, head to it. I don't know if that's the proper term. That sounds like the proper term, but I don't know. Could be the spine, the torso, the legs, anything. Anyway, I will show you what it looks like because this is honestly pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my iPad here. And we're just going to be plugging this in. Or see what it does. It produces a good breeze. Not gonna lie to you. And it's pretty quiet. Wait, what? I'm hearing some noises. I don't know. I mean, this is... Jeez, what's it doing? I mean, it just runs off battery. I'm sure you could probably find adapters somewhere where you could just plug this into a straight up to a power outlet directly, but I don't have one of those. It seems like right now it's kind of slowing down and speeding up a bit. I mean, to be fair, I haven't used it in a couple months. Maybe that's why. But I will admit, buying one of these things, if you're going to be out in hot places, like on a beach, or you're just constantly in the heat, it is kind of nice to cool you off. Like, I don't know. It's convenient, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, for a phone, I think this is kind of big. But, I mean, that could also just be me. Okay, you guys can see it a little better than I can with the speed. But, like, for me, it looks like it's just going on one speed. But I can look at the camera real quick, and I can see it's, like, speeding up and slowing down. You guys can kind of see that. So that's interesting. Not really sure if that's supposed to happen, but... I mean, it doesn't seem to be hurting the performance too much. I will warn you, though, that I actually ran this for like 5 minutes before I started recording because it started getting, kind of loud. I think it's just bearing noise. Oh, here we go. You're kind of getting a little glimpse of it. Here, I'm going to move it because last time I moved the iPad, it started making the noise. So if you're wearing headphones, I'll give you a couple seconds to turn them down in case it does make a loud noise. Again, if you're wearing headphones, I recommend you turn them down for this part. Turn down your headphones, guys. Okay, I think we've seen enough of that. If you're wearing headphones, you can turn them back up for now. I'm not going to be plugging it in again for the remainder of the video. But that was what I'm talking about. That, I believe, is from bearing noise, and probably also because... Here, let me show you this. Don't do this with your model, but it is possible to do it. You can remove the blade. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, I guess, you know, you could replace the blade. But it's just like a little axle here. I mean, the motor is so small, and it's taking in such a small amount of energy. Like, this really... I mean, it's alright, but the fact that it does that, makes that high-pitched noise, you know, I mean, like, just even over here without headphones, and I mean, maybe it's just because of the room I'm in, but, I mean, yeah, I'm in more of a confined room right now, but I've used this in open spaces before, and it still makes that loud noise. So, I don't really know why. Like I said, I believe it's just bearing noise. But I looked on Amazon, and the price they're asking for is right around $10, $11 as of when I looked, which was just like 5 minutes ago as of recording this, which today is November 7th of 2020, Saturday. The video might actually be out on this exact date, so, I mean, I'm not sure yet. Probably, I mean, as you're watching this, you obviously know, but, I mean, I don't know. We'll see, maybe I'll get lazy. But no, actually, I'll give this another chance, just in an effort of precaution. If you're wearing headphones, now is the time to turn them down. Once again, I know I just said I probably won't be plugging it in for the rest of the video, but I don't know, I think I should give it another chance. Alright, your headphones turned down? Good, because I'm going to plug it in again. Okay. I'm sure that if I had this running for, I'd say maybe 10 minutes straight, just having it run, then the noise would probably clear up, but otherwise, I mean, just be careful with it. Especially if you're on a phone and you're holding your phone vertically. You know, I mean, I don't know which way you're going to do it, if you're going to want it on the bottom or if you're going to want it on the top. Either way, though, well, more or less with the bottom, pay attention to this if you're going to have it on the bottom. Just make sure the blade isn't going down, because while it's on, the blade can very easily fall off the axle, and you obviously don't want it to get lost or damaged, because, here, I'll bring it up closer. As you can see, it does have little vents. Let me try focusing a bit. It won't let me focus right now. Okay, there we go. But the little vents here, like if you're on a beach or something, these can very easily catch sand or other little grainy substances. So just be careful. For what it is, though, I mean, it did not make that noise out of the box, all right? It did not make that noise out of the box. Most likely, it's making this noise because I play around with it. I take the blade off sometimes just to inspect it, just because I'm curious, and I take things apart just to see what they look like inside. Maybe I'll start recording me doing that at some point, but I don't know. Point is, though, just be careful with it. Again, it was not like that out of the box. It was basically perfectly silent when it first came out of the box. It was similar to how it was when I started the video. For the price that they're asking for, though, $11 to $10, again, as of when I looked, I really wouldn't say it's worth it unless you have unless you get a set of 4. Maybe I was looking at a set of 4. Well, yeah, I was looking at a set of 4, so never mind, this thing, there's no way they would charge $10 for this thing. There's no way. If you buy just one of these, it's probably closer to maybe $1 or $2 tops. Really, that I would not pay anything more than $2 for that. I probably wouldn't even pay a full dollar. Well, no, I would pay a full dollar for this, because it's just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to be giving the guys nickel, dimes, and quarters. But, again, it's a neat little product. For what it's meant to be used for, I'd say it does it quite well. It will cool you off in hot weather. When it comes to, you know, when you're on your phone and whatnot, it gives a nice little breeze. It's pretty strong, too. Like, this thing, I measured it just by, you know, feeling with my hand and whatnot. And, I mean, it gave about 1.5 feet of a breeze. And just running off of the battery of, and like in this case, an iPad, I'd say that's actually not too bad. I mean, especially since I don't think you're going to be having your phone like 1.5 feet away from your face when you're using it. But I don't know. I mean, just don't have it on when you're using a selfie stick or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching this little review. Again, neat product. I recommend if you're going to be using it if you're going to be using your phone in hot weather and like a little breeze. But just don't play around with it like I did, because then you might get that bearing noise. And everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little mini review.